Welcome to Votes for Schools. In this clip, I'm just going to have a look at the vote diary with you. The vote diary will come in your boarding pack, and it's a way of recording what's going on during your discussion. So it's a way of evidencing what's going on in your classroom. The vote pack is full of lots of the characters that you'll see along the way. There's Ollie, the owl, for knowledge; Eva, she's open-mindedness; the busy bee, for communication; and Lottie for critical thinking. So as each of these specialist skills comes up, they'll be in your vote diary so the children can show how they've related to each of these characters with the knowledge, the open-mindedness, the communication and critical thinking that they've evolved in the debate. So I tend to print these out and give these to each class. They're one per class per half term, to record what it is that they've been discussing and debating and what's come up from those thinking. So any child in the class can be chosen to fill in the vote diary for that week. So I tend to do it as a lollipop lottery. And if I draw someone out that I know is going to struggle a little bit with recording, I always get them to choose a friend to support them. So we'll have some of the key words that we are discussing during these topics and each of the skills, so children can say whether they've improved any of these skills as they've gone along. So on this particular page, we have what the debate's about, what are the points that each of the classes have made for the yes and for the no, and some of the reasoning why they voted that way. So you can just get a snapshot of what's gone on. This is also quite interesting, I would like to discuss, because sometimes when you're discussing something, so for instance when we did Donald Trump and fake news, my children came up with lots and lots and lots of things that they'd like to discuss that came up during that debate. So if something is sparked in their interest, I record it on here and then I email it across to Sophie@votesforschools.com so that she can bear that in mind when she's looking at the vote topic for the following week. So we complete this per half term. Now, I have been inspected under this, and we did produce a couple of these vote diaries, one from Key Stage 1, one from Key Stage 2, to give to the inspector, who was absolutely thrilled with them and thought it was so important. One of the questions that she asked was, what would happen if my daughter came to this school? Oh, my daughter is lesbian, by the way, which I thought was a little bit of a strange question, but our children were really great at discussing it with her in the room. But also, one of the vote diaries that I'd given to her was when we did the LGBT debate, and the children had written in here some of the points, and it was just a really good way of evidencing that discussion had taken place. So I collect these in once every half term, and I put them into my evidence file, just in case we get the phone call. So these are a really nice thing. Like I say, the four main areas, but also where we've talked about in the world, a little bit of geography, so that you can try and fit in as much as you can. I know we've got such a packed curriculum and we have to do such a lot of cross-curricular in primary. So this is a really nice way of just recording and evidencing what you're doing.